sheet yesterday. She explained about communication sheet. We will discuss on that. Let us see who is the speaker of the day, so that we will discuss that. Smriti ji,
Yeah, Akhil.
you want to speak on that like yesterday's topic?
Yeah, I can.
Each and every question that you have given, right, from 1 to 5,
Hmm.
you explain that question and you explain with example and ask them everyone to type in the chat box.
Okay, 1 second. Take that. Okay. So first question is, I present information to senior leaders in a confident, clear and concise manner, avoiding confusion or misinterpretation. But I think the question is straightforward. So whether you are able to communicate whatever you wanted to do clearly and confidently, okay, and there should not be any confusion or they should not misinterpret what you are saying. So that is the first question. So you have to rate yourself on the scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. And I don't have like for each question I don't have inference. Maybe if you complete all the 10, you have to note it down somewhere, add it and give me the final score. So based upon that only inference will be given.
Okay.
So that's why I gave it yesterday itself, so I thought you will give me the final scores. And
No, I want that to be taken care on live. So that is
okay,
the
so you
reason.
can note down this number. You need not put it in the chat. So
Okay.
second question is, I am very good at art of storytelling, but here many of us don't know what is storytelling at all. So maybe based upon your understanding, you can rate. So how you are good at art of storytelling. Anyhow, today I will tell like what is meant by storytelling, because I also had a different viewpoint before I joined this class.
Okay. So
Third
can you give
is,
an example of art of storytelling, like telling stories or like feeling, sharing emotional?
no, it's not like that. So storytelling means it's a narrative style. So
Okay.
when you're speaking something, there should be certain components in it, right? And so I was also thinking like telling some stories or whatever we wanted to convey, right? So it should be in a story format kind of. So that was my and like I was perception before I joined. But what they told is storytelling is a narrative style. So there should be certain components should be there in your speech. Then that is what they call it as storytelling. So there are different components. Maybe I will explain it in due course once we complete this.
Okay. Go to next question.
I am very comfortable speaking in front of senior leadership team.
Hmm. Currently in this group, senior person is Divya sir and Rajit.
Some people are asking you questions in how basically you handle it, or how comfortable are you able to handle. Okay. Fifth is, I'm very assertive and confident in presenting my ideas to senior leaders. Okay. Sixth is, I'm comfortable speaking in public in front of large audience. So this is also straightforward. I'm good at telling business stories using data. So whatever you wanted to convey, right? Whether you're conveying it with the proper story using data. Data is more important there. Eighth is, I know different techniques to engage my audience very well. Because while you're facing an audience, right, so some people will have questions, interact and then present. Some just they go convey what they wanted to tell and come back, right? Some will include some facts, jokes. So there are different technique styles available. So whether you know some of them is what that question means. Ninth is, I'm good at having difficult conversations at workplace, because every time it will not be a smooth thing, right? So sometimes the situation may be that you have to handle some different or difficult issues also. So how good are you at handling it? And final one is, I regularly get positive feedback from my management about my communication and strong presentation skills. So what was your feedback during your appraisals from your managers? Maybe others who are not in jobs, maybe you can relate it to you in terms of getting feedback from your peers or mentors or something. Maybe you can relate it that way. Okay, so these are the 10 questions. Now maybe you can add up your scores and let me know like where you stand basically.
So total, how much it will be for
10 questions, right? Maximum 50, 50.
15, 20, 45. Yeah, I have shared in my chat.
So Ranjit is mentioned 35,
One point less than Ranjit, 34.
34. Okay. Akil 34. Revati Vishal. Revati 30. Okay.
Divya sir, 48. Wow,
Very nice.
unstoppable.
Outlier.
This is self-belief.
Okay. I don't know whether Vishal is traveling. I'm not sure. Okay.
Madhavi ji and Giriji, share your scores.
I don't know whether they were able to take because she'll be busy with her work. Um, Anyhow, 2 minutes we will wait.
Can you put all the questions, all the 10?
No, I already pasted in the WhatsApp, sir.
In the
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp group.
Yesterday
Yeah,
night itself, I
night,
put.
she
Okay. Okay. Okay.
posted night.
I'll just check it out.
You are missing your night activity. You are in the group and you are in the 9 p.m. call also. So I have seen Divya sir in the 9 p.m. call. Ranjit started sharing. Oh wow, nice. This is this. How are you making this mind map, Ranjit? Every day you are bringing it new way.
Huh?
Acha, this is it. Okay,
Arre,
good. Good.
I am using this X mind.
Mind, okay. I have
Okay, I think maybe shall I give the inferences because it is getting
yeah,
late.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so most of so they have basically split it into three buckets. Okay, one is between 21 to 40.
Mm-hmm.
One second. Missing something.
0 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 50.
10 to 20. 10 to I think we are no one is in that range. So 10 to 20 means you are in severe risk zone. Basically, your communication is underdeveloped, not perceived as a strong communicator and influencer. So that is the low score. 10 to 20 is the severe risk zone they have kept. And most of them were in the range of 21 to 40. So even in the session, right, more than 85 percentage of the people were in the range of 21 to 40. So what they are saying is this category is known as invisible leadership zone. Okay, meaning you are doing okay, but okay doesn't get you promoted. Your communication is inconsistent and not as per the expectation. Okay, so the net impact is not seen as a top contender for leadership role. So you are okay, but you are not in the top. So that's what they are inferring if you are at the range of 21 to 40. Okay, so 41 plus leadership ready, but not at exceptional. But 48 is outlier, so he's already in the exceptional range. So we can leave Divya sir. But even for 41 plus, what they are saying is we need to be exceptional till you get that 50 kind of. So fine tuning needed. Need to uncover the blind spots a bit about communication. Others' perception about your communication could be very different also. So that is also. So these are the three buckets. Basically they classified the scores. Okay, so and finally they said like communication skill can be learned, developed and mastered over time. So it's not that we will stay in the same range kind of. So that was the message given. Okay, so this is about this exercise. And then, shall I continue?
Just a
Yes.
second. Divya sir wants to talk. He is raising hand.
Okay, sorry.
What was your score?
Mine was in the same range, like 32, I think, 32.
Acha, wherever you have read, meaning whichever question you are not good at,
Yeah, they asked
how
to
are you
note it
going to,
down and work
how are
it
you
out.
going to come up with, like, how are you going to improve on that?
Yeah, that plan I'm yet to put. So at least I just now I have understood like what are the areas of focus. So I have to work on the plan now.
Okay, that was one thing. And secondly, in between you said that it was for the people who are actually on jobs and all. I am not on a job, but I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
in a different job. So unless and until I don't make it understandable to each and every person, my project doesn't go. So that is how it has to be. So even if at any time you do anything, you speak to anyone, if you are not able to deliver what you have in mind, you are failing somewhere. Because we'll have to go on registering whether that person has understood or not. Even when you are angry, whether that anger has transferred to him or not. Otherwise, you'll take that anger with you. Got it? Means all that reactions has to be there from the other person that you have already mentioned actually.
correct.
But that's it. Nothing more than.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
and the first day actually it was more of mindset changes, right? So what kind of mindsets you have to do. Second day it was mainly focusing on how we can develop the right skills. Okay, and first they started with the top five mistakes in developing the right skills. So there are five mistakes generally people used to do while developing the right skills. So first mistake is random skill development. I think even Ramesh was also talking about this, right? So don't do any random courses and learn new skills. Try to identify the relevant skills required for the next level. So it should be a focused skill development instead of going random. Okay, so that was the first mistake they were talking about. Second mistake is it is not enough like if you are technically or functionally strong or you develop your skills around that, but leadership skills also very important if you want to go up to the ladder. So generally that was the second mistake. Like people used to focus only on technical and functional, and leave the leadership skills part uh, apart, right? So that needs to be developed. So mainly Sandeep, Akhil, you both need to focus on this because it will help you in your moving ahead, right? So that was the second mistake people used to do. Third is not creating visibility at work. So don't hide yourself and try to create visibility at work wherever possible. Okay, so that was the third mistake. And fourth and final is the random networking. So instead of doing random networking, try to do a focused stakeholder management, identify your right stakeholders, and try to build a relationship with them and avoid random networking. So these are the four mistakes they covered. Okay, so overall, what they mentioned was like for increasing your income or growth, right skills are very essential. So we have to work on it. First, you have to identify it and try to work on it. Okay, so that is the main thing they mentioned. And okay, communication skills we have seen. So now coming to that storytelling, right? So definition of story is the shortest distance between being a stranger and being a friend. So that was the definition they gave for a story. Okay, it is the shortest distance between being a stranger and being a friend. And what is storytelling? So storytelling is not about telling some fictional stories, but first is real. You have to share your real experience. Okay, and the objective of a good story is make your audience feel something and think differently and take an action. So your story should contain all these elements, right? To make them feel something, make them think differently and take an action. Okay, And as I mentioned, storytelling is about a particular narrative style. It should have a structure, audience engagement, and key message at the end of your speech. And it has three basic structure for a story: beginning, middle, and end. So the beginning part, they call it as a hook. Hook meaning you have to start your conversation by grabbing the attention of the audience. So how basically you grab the attention of the audience during a start of the speech? Maybe you can say some phrase or some data, like that, right? So how basically you grab the attention is what call it as a, they call it as a hook. That is the first element. Second is hold. So hold mean to hold the attention of the audience by giving the data, right? Whatever you wanted to convey, that the main matter will come under that hold. So that should talk up that whatever you are conveying, you try to convey with some data, uh, uh, so that there will be a connect with the audience. So the end is what do you want the audience to take back? The key message or takeaway should be covered at the end. So these are the three main components of a storytelling narrative style, right? So it should start with the hook, hold the audience by clearly on what you wanted to convey with some data possible, and third is they should have a clear takeaway or key message, right, which they want to implement or try it out post the conversation. So these are the three main elements covered. So any doubt till now?
Yeah, there are few other points in that storytelling. Like hook is first thing that you have said correctly. Interval bang, that is hold is also correct. But few places you need to include the climax.
The climax may be at the end, right?
Yeah, before the ending we need to give some climax.
Summary
And
kind.
yeah, after that ending part will be like finishing it in the proper essence.
Okay.
Yeah, Ranjit is here asking that call to action. Call to action.
In the end, we need to have this call to action that what you have conveyed and what you are doing, that what they action needs to be taken.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct, correct.
It is
Suppose
So
you are selling something, okay, then you will sell your course that, okay, this is my level 2 course, please join this. So this
join
is
my
call to
Facebook
action.
group for more
Or
updates.
you want to have something like the same that you should do this for 30 days, you should do this for 7 days, and you will see the results. So that is ending with call to action, that what action you need to be taken,
yeah.
that from this message or story.
Yeah, in the middle part also you need to share about your experiences, strengths. Okay, and if based upon the audience, you can share some personal your interest also. So those things can be covered in the middle part. And what do you want your new team or the audience to know about you, right? So that also needs to be covered in the middle part. So these are some of the points they gave, and they gave an assignment also, right? So they asked us to prepare a speech. For example, imagine that you have joined a new company and you are meeting your team for the first time. So you have to deliver a 3 minutes talk to your team to introduce yourself with all these three elements. So that was the assignment yesterday. So we made a live presentation about this. That is what was covered on the second day.
Revati is asking about any time limit for storytelling.
That they didn't come because every agenda or meeting will have a time thing, right? So it's not that storytelling means it should be within that. As I mentioned, it's a narrative style, right? So based upon the meeting where you are going, it varies. So we cannot fix a specific time for storytelling. For storytelling, it is not a separate activity, right? So it should be part of your uh, um, presentations wherever you make or speech wherever you do.
I want to give one more example here. Like if you go to YouTube and if you watch YouTube, there will be ads. That ads is also it is a storytelling. They will start with one question and they will come up with three secrets and then they will do the call to action. It is also a storytelling, art of storytelling. It can be 1 minute also. You can't say that storytelling can be 5 minutes or 8 minutes. Yeah. So that how you are effectively communicating, that is also important in this particular scenario. That's what I feel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
But it should not be too much long because
People skip ad.
everyone lost interest. It should
Yeah,
not be
people
more
skip
than this
ad.
normal talks that is being done on TED or other platforms, and that is limited to maximum 17 minutes.
That's currently the attention grab is also less, means becoming less.
So,
Wonderful. So even Stranger Secret that we are listening, right? That is also a storytelling. It starts with a question. Can anyone say that? What is that question?
Why men
why
fail?
do men fail?
No. Doctor, what is wrong with men?
Wrong with
Hmm.
Men
men today.
simply men simply don't think. So it will start with that question. What is wrong with that? And in middle they have given some interval like holding. Like is there any key? And I found that key. And that key is we become what we think about. And if you go to someone, everyone in the your community and ask what is the secret of success, so they will tell you different answers. So they have included multiple interval bang on that in the story also. And in the end, they have given call to action, 30 days test. You need to take 30 days test so that you improve it every day. So that is how the Stranger Secret also, it's a movie, it's a story.
We can also start with quote.
Quote,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is also okay. Yeah,
that's
quotes is also.
anything, question or quote, anything is fine. So
Text,
let us listen
text
from
or that is also.
let us listen from Sarita tomorrow. Hoponopono. Sarita, are you ready for tomorrow? This time no excuse, please. Already two times excuse.
Yeah, Akhil, what happens is that we are not in someone's shoes, and you never knows that it is going to happen.
See, tree grows when it bends.
That is perfectly all right, but if you have given some assignments like me for tomorrow morning, I may not be joining this because I have a tour, outstation tour. I will be traveling around 250 kilometers. So it is there. So I cannot do anything. So if you have some official assignment and you have to leave early, you have to leave early. There is
One
no
time,
other option.
see, one time or twice it is fine, but it should not repeat
Because
more
in
than
the
two times.
bus or in the train, it's difficult that you will be able to take class. It's only one person that can use, that is only you. I still remember our old classes in which we used to even talk in the bus itself.
That's so that's like how do you come out of your challenge? That is important. So challenges will come, but how
Right.
to come out?
Okay,
Yeah,
friends.
today morning also I have listened the same thing. Do you know what the heroes or what the winners will do? They will use available resources effectively. So whatever the available resources, they will use it effectively. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Giri sir. Another 2 minutes, you'll wind up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Sumati, for the awesome presentation and storytelling. Because we are learning through only when teaching. So I think 90% you learned the skill of teaching. And since I have been receiving so many
But
calls,
actually, it was just a boot camp, so it is not the full training. So they are just giving introduction. Maybe if you are interested, we need to enroll to the main program and learn further. So it was just a 5-day boot camp in which they are just introducing on major things which we want to focus.
yeah, that I know. Each and every program we couldn't able to join. At least the 20% of the learning gives you 80% of the result. So keep it up. Anyway, in our Train the Trainer program, the storytelling is a powerful weapon to reach the people. That too, our personal stories to connect with the audience. There are so many session ice breaking. There are so many connections already. People have shared Akhil and Ranjit. Everyone has shared some of the detail, and the Divyas are also. Okay, thank you for keeping engaging the people because
Thank you,
engagement.
Smadhiji. We have learned that 4 mistakes. First was random skill development, we should avoid it. Second was focus. We normally focus only on technical and we should also develop our leadership skills. Third is we have to increase our visibility. And fourth is this random network. And this beginning, middle, and end. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for giving me an opportunity to present, because this is also a way of exercise for me, right? Whether I'm able to convey things clearly, what I wanted to do. So thanks for this opportunity.
And now you can post one story of 2 to 3 minutes about yourself in the group itself. In the group itself.
She can
Using
create
all
it in
these
social
techniques.
media. Social media, you can create it. Like YouTube, Insta, whatever it is. Like yesterday, Revati got that one powerful client from England, right? So you never know how the things will work for you. Bring it in social media, whether it is YouTube or Insta or whatever it is. Upload it and share that link. That will help.
Yeah, but I want to thank this group, Akhil, for creating this challenge, right? So because of this only, like I got interested and enrolled in, and I got new things, know, right? And also thanks Madhavi, because she was giving a hint of saying that these kind of trainings ad will be posted in Insta. So from there only I took this. So thank you everyone.
See you tomorrow again, 7:30 a.m. Hello. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.